Today's lesson is lesson 94. Make sure you guys send me emails if you have any questions, or definitely if I have made a mistake and did one wrong. I've been doing that a lot lately without anybody watching me, making sure I'm getting these all right. You guys usually keep me on track. Let's get started. Number 1. Joel gave the clerk a $5 bill to pay for a half gallon of milk that cost $1.06 and a box of cereal that cost $2.39. How much change should he receive? So we need to find the total and then subtract from the amount of money that he gave the clerk. $2.39 plus $1.06. First, 9 plus 6 is 15. 3 plus 1 is 4. Add your decimal. 2 plus 1 is 3. So the total was $3.45. Now you need to subtract. 5 becomes 4, the 0 becomes 9, the 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 4 is 5. Bring down your decimal. 4 minus 3 is 1. Add a dollar sign. The change you will receive is $1.55. Number 2. 81 animals live at the zoo. 1/3 of them are not mammals. The rest of them are mammals. How many mammals live at the zoo? So dividing 81 by 3 will tell us how many are in each third. So 3 will go into 8 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. And bring down a 1. And then 7 times 3 is 21. And you have no remainder. So we have 27 in each third. They ask how many are mammals. 1/3 are not. So 2 27s. 27 plus 27 is 14. Carry a 1. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 54 animals are mammals. Number 3. Clonte planted 8 rows of apple trees. There were 15 trees in each row. How many trees did she plant? 5 times 8. We're going to multiply this because it's just like an array. Anytime you have an array, if you multiply, that will give you the total. This one is just a 3 by 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And if you counted, that is how many would be in that array. So here is much larger. We don't want to draw a 15 by 8 array and then count all those dots. So we need to say 5 times 8 is 40. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. And that's 120 trees. And that was so fast. Well, I don't know how to use that. All right, number 4. A ruble is a Russian coin. If 4 pounds of bananas cost 156 rubles, what is the cost in rubles of each pound? So I divided 156 rubles divided by 4 pounds. 4 times 3 is 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. Bring down your 6. 4 times 9 is 36. And you have no remainder. So it would be 39 rubles per pound. Number 5, this is a scale, and it's measuring in grams. You can see under the 0 it says grams. And I drew a number line. We haven't dealt with scales very often, but it's just like a number line that's formed into a circle. So that arrow is pointing between the 4 and the 600, and between 4 and 600 there are 3 marks. So we know that directly in the middle of 400 and 600 is going to be the number 500. And now that helps us in between 500 and 600, we know that's going to be 550. And between 400 and 500, that's going to be 450. And the mark that our scale is pointing to is the one nearest 600. And we know that's 550 grams. Number 6. Felix is 10 years younger than Zatravan. Zatravan wrote this formula for finding Felix's age. Felix is equal to Zatravan minus 10, or F equals Z minus 10. If Z is 27, what is F? You're going to start to see these algebraic equations a lot as you get older. So if F equals Z minus 10, and they tell us Z equals 27, we replace Z with 27, and we get this equation. So if I say 27 minus 10, I've now found F. So 7 minus nothing is 7, 2 minus 1 is 1, F equals 17. 7. Name the shaded part of the large square as a fraction. I know that I have 100 pieces altogether because that's a hundreds block divided into 100 pieces, not 10. And I see that I have 110 plus one more shaded, which would be 11 100ths. And writing that as a decimal, because it's a 2-digit number, I don't need any zeros or anything. I just put 11 100ths, decimal 1. 8, 2-digit multiplication. 8 times 2 is 16. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. I need to do those three things. 1, 2, 3. 3 times 8 is 24. Carrier 2. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. 6 plus nothing is 6. 9 plus 4 is 13. 4 plus 1 is 5. 1 plus nothing is 1. 1,536. 9. Bactrian camels have 2 humps. 1/3 of the 24 camels are Bactrian. How many camels are Bactrian? This problem is giving you information that you do not need to know, and that's that those camels have 2 humps. So don't use that digit 2 at all. Divide 24 by 3. We're going to find 1/3 of the 24 camels. 3 times 8 is 24 with no remainder. So I know that if I had these camels and they were divided up like this, we would have 3/8. And how many thirds? 1/3 are Bactrian. So 8 camels. Number 10. A quart is a quarter of a gallon. A quart is what percent of a gallon? When someone says a quarter of an hour or a quarter of a dollar, they are meaning 1/4, and that's equal to the percent, 25%. 11a, true or false? Every square is also a rectangle. And this, we've talked about it a little bit. That's true. To be a rectangle, you need 4 sides. And 2 of those sides need to be equal. You need to have 2 equal sides. Even though a square has 4 equal sides, it's true. But 11b, every rectangle is also a square. That is false. Number 12, 471 of the 1,000 students in the school were girls. Girls made up what fraction of the students in the school? So I put my altogether number as my denominator, and now the fraction we are looking for, how many were girls? 471 thousandths. 13, which digit in 1 and 875 thousandths is in the tenths place? So this is tenths, hundredths, thousandths. That would be the digit 8. 4, if y equals 2x plus 3, what is y when x is 5? So here I just wrote it again with that x replaced with a 5. Okay? And I put parentheses around it so that I knew to do that first. So 10 minus 3 is equal to y. And then I actually solved that. 10 minus 3 is 7. So y equals 7. Number 15, 496 divided by 8 to find out how many miles per hour Tyler traveled. So 8 will go into 49. 6 times 8 is 48. That's as close as we can get. 49 minus 48, there's 1 left over. Bringing down is 6. We know 8 times 2 is 16. Subtracting, you have none left over. So he traveled 62 miles per hour. On number 15. That's not listed. Yeah, I need to change those options. So, number 15. I'm making a note. Change the options on list of 94. Number 16. We need to do the parentheses first and then subtract from 8 3/10. 4 plus nothing is 4. 7 plus 9 is 16. Bring down your decimal. 1 plus 1 is 2. Your decimals have to be lined up. That's the most important thing. So now when I write this, that doesn't look right. I always put a 0 to hold the place, but that is correct. I cannot take 4 from nothing. Mark out the 3. 3 becomes 2. This 0 is 10 minus 4 is 6. Cannot take 6 from 2. 8 becomes 7. 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. Bring down your decimal. 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 and 66 hundredths on number 16. 17. Multiplying 63 times 1,000. It doesn't matter how many zeros you have. You can always let those hang over the edge. So that would be 3 zeros that go in my answer. 63 times 1 is 63. So I have the answer 63,000. 50 cents times 80. 0 in my answer. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 5 is 40. 2 decimal places. You get $40. Number 19. I wrote this one a little bit different because I like to have all my places line up. So 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 7 is 22, plus 5 is 27, plus 7 is 34. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 8 is 14, plus 4 is 18, plus 6 is 24, plus 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28. 2 plus 1 is 3. So I got 384 on number 19. Number 20, 52 times 15. 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 1 is 26. Need to do 3 things. 1, 2, 3. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 5 is 5. Add them up. 0. 6 plus 2 is 8. 5 plus 2 is 7. Number 20 is 780. 21. 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 4 is 25. Do 3 things. 1, 2, 3. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Add them up. 2, 7, 9. Number 21 is 972. 22, 714 divided by 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down a 1. 2 times 5 is 10. 11 minus 10 is 1. Bring down a 4. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 minus 14 is 0. 357. is your answer on number 22. 23. 789 divided by 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down your 8. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 minus 18 is 0. Bring down your 9. 6 times 1 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. That's your remainder. 131 remainder 3 on number 23. 24. 624 divided by 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Bring down your 2. 2 divided by 3 doesn't work. 0 times 3 is 0. Almost made a mistake. 2 minus 0 is 2. Bring down your 4. 8 times 3 is 24. No remainder. Number 24 is 208. 25. 5 plus w equals 5 squared. So let's rewrite this. 5 plus sum equals 25 because that's 5 times 5. Now subtract the 5 to make the w by itself. W equals 25 minus 5 is 20. Skipping number 26. Number 27. A room is 5 yards long and 4 yards wide. How many square yards of carpeting are needed to cover the floor? That is why we solve area problems. The area could be the amount of wall that you need to paint, the amount of carpet you need to lay, the amount of flooring you need to buy. So that's length times width. 5 times 4 equals 20 square yards. That's what you would tell them at Lowe's. That's how much carpeting or flooring you would need. 28. The radius of a circle is 15 millimeters. The diameter is how many centimeters? So the diameter is all the way across, so it would be 2 15s. So it would be 30 millimeters. But they're asking for centimeters. So you just put that decimal right there. That would be 3 centimeters. 29. Which of the letters has 2 lines of symmetry? It would be the letter X. The letter X would be exactly the same on both sides if you cut it in the middle, like we say in school, hamburger bun or hot dog bun ways. So the answer is X. Alright guys, let me know if you need anything. Send me an email. Goodbye.